Okay. Our next guest is a complete surprise. None of you are going to be able to guess who I got coming up next. If you can guess the next class, I will give you $10,000. If you can guess before I introduce who it is. Let's see. Okay, unlucky. Nobody guessed it. Guys, our next guest, for anyone who wasn't here, YouTube, sorry, this introduction's kind of weird. We had some technical difficulties at the beginning of today's interviews, and I already introduced my guest. So most of the people who are here already know who it is. This is a good one. If you weren't here for the introduction before, this is a good one. Very, 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 very highly requested, not only by Twitch chat, not only by YouTube viewers, but also by me. This class is probably, look, difficulty aside, probably my top contender for my next class. This is the class that's going to break my hands. We got ADRIH. She was here before. She showed off the CADENA last time. Made me super envious. I think made a lot of chat super envious. And she's back to show us again. It's ADRIH, the #1 CADENA. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Here for the first time. I've never been here before.
For the first time. Wait, first of all, can I ask you a question? Do you say CADENA or CADENA or something completely different?
CADENA.
You say CADENA. Okay, we gotta pull this. Wow, but all the votes say CADENA, but it's CADENA.
Yeah.
Oh, see guys, you're not so smart either. Okay, sorry, I derailed. Let's get into it. Show off the cool shit that CADENA has to offer.
So I think one of the most underrated cool things that CADENA has to offer is this little ability called Pursuit. It's this ability.
Okay.
It has a lot of similarities to rope lift, except it goes at an angle. It goes at the non-cardinal angles, the diagonals.
Okay.
It also goes straight forward. It just doesn't go up and down. The most important part about this is that once you latch onto something, you can pull to it. You can also pull onto monsters.
Okay. And bosses?
And bosses. Yep.
Okay.
Like so. Okay. I killed it, but I can still
yeah, but I saw it. Okay.
But the really cool thing about this is that this skill, not only does the animation cancel, which I'll show later, it also completely stops your momentum.
Wait, when you cast it or when it hits something?
When you cast it. So you can tap it, and you can see it has like a 0.2 second cooldown. So I can just be doing a bunch of stuff. I can be moving around, I pressed the button that was off cooldown, but I can be moving around, and I can just tap it, and I stop.
Okay.
So I think that CADENA is the coolest class in the game because it has the best fine-tuned short-range movement in the entire game. It doesn't have like Buck's super jump. It doesn't have Moshron or Kali's like super long-range dashes. You can't get across from point A to point B in like 0.2 seconds. But what you can do is that you can weave around the boss while doing all your damaging skills because they all move you, while maintaining incredible precision movement. For example, in Vihilla, which we can show off later, you can weave around all those strings and not get hit while doing damage.
Okay. That's wild.
And you can also do this thing that I saw earlier, that I saw in Discord randomly the other day, that I just learned how to do today. Which is like an extended backdash or a back jump Usually if you use your flash jump backwards, it doesn't go as far, but if you chain before you do it, it goes a little bit farther. But that's like incredibly niche and not. I just learned that today, like an hour ago, actually.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, fun things. Which is another cool thing about CADENA, because there's a lot of tech that I'm learning. I actually learned the other week another thing that's brick claw cancel, which is actually, I think, a pretty basic tech that I just didn't know for 3 years that I should have known.
Okay.
But yeah, things like that. There's a lot of tech to this class. A lot of things to learn. There's the skill floor is high, but the skill ceiling is also high. So it always feels like there's something to learn, and something to improve on, which is a lot of fun.
Okay. Damn. All right.
The other thing that's cool about this class, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. You're
I'll
good.
say this real quick. For the bursting, I'll just say this real quick. We'll talk more in depth about it later. But if you prefer having like a reaction-based gameplay rather than memorizing like an entire combo that you have to memorize, like, oh, I have to press this button and then I have to wait 0.2 seconds and press this button, and then I have to hold that button and press this button for 3 seconds and then press exactly that button. And you'd rather just react to what you have and react to the situation, then you'll like CADENA.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
exactly. It's very freeform, like that person in chat just said.
Okay. So, before we get into the specifics of this crazy class, why don't you give us a quick introduction on what got you started playing Maple and how long ago that was, and I guess any like personal bossing achievements or accomplishments or anything that you might want to like low-key flex.
Sure. I started playing Maplestory like in 2008 or something, but I was like literally 10 years old, so I didn't know what I was doing.
Okay.
I got back into it around the COVID years, and that's around when I started playing CADENA. Before that, the bosses that I had gone into were like the hardest bosses that I had done before I started playing CADENA were Magnus. So
Okay.
I really progged through the game with CADENA and learned everything through CADENA.
Damn.
Someone just leaked my age. I'm actually that is slightly inaccurate, so I'm actually that's wrong. Yeah, so that's just to say you can, if you're starting Maplestory or you haven't progressed much through the game, you can learn the game with CADENA. It is a difficult class, but you can play through the entire game with this class. You can learn all the bosses with this class. It is doable.
Okay.
It takes a little bit more effort, but 100% possible.
Okay.
In terms of like accolades, technically I was the first NA 285 CADENA, which kind of sucked because I did it before Hexa, which means I was in Odium sitting in gate door 3 for like hours. Technically the first, I guess technically is not the right word. I was the first 285 CADENA in GMS.
Okay.
And it was before Hexa, so a lot of missed soul Urda and missed soul fragments.
Okay.
I've soloed Exolot, I've soloed Enkalos, progging or doing Limbo regularly. I should be probably looking for an H Limbo party, but I'm just lazy. I'm more interested in like doing new bosses rather than progging harder versions of old bosses.
Sure. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
because I think that's more interesting.
Okay. So you're pumped for the new one coming out soon.
Yeah, Baldric.
Okay. All right. Let's just move on and start talking about the class then. Let's get into it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, probably the thing that I don't know if everybody knows this, but what I know about CADENA is that it has. Sorry, I already fucked it up. CADENA. God, somebody edit that out. God damn it. Okay, what I know about CADENA is that it's like kind of known for having the highest burst damage in the entire game.
So I don't think that's actually 100% accurate. I think we have the highest overall
Potential?
damage, but I think burst might go to a different class.
Oh, okay.
I'll go over to the dojo real quick.
Yeah, let's just go through the burst and just talk about what you're doing and where the majority of your damage is coming from.
Yeah. So, CADENA as a burst class, I guess the origin is incredibly strong, but the damage profile of the class really is 50-50. If you're playing it like full DPS, full DPM,
Okay.
the burst is 50% of your damage. The DPM is 50% of your damage over 3 minutes.
Okay.
So over 6 minutes even, then you're it's probably a little bit skewed off that, but it's about 50-50.
Okay.
So I'll hover over my skill sequence real quick so you can see it at the bottom. We have Dominion, which you'll see a screen effect cover the screen.
Okay.
We have Shadow Dealer Elixir. That's the standard 60-second 10% damage buff that every single class has.
Okay.
We have Grandest Blessing, which gives you cooldown skip. We have AB Link. We have Veteran Shadow Dealer, which gives a huge buff that buffs are comboing. I'll describe that a little bit later.
Okay.
We have Last Resort, and we have our Ring.
Okay.
Our Mini Burst is just AB, Last Resort, and Ring.
Okay.
We are a despite what some people might think, we're not a con class. We are a Roar and Wuji class.
Okay.
So I'll show off our burst real quick.
Maybe 3 minute?
We are a 3-minute class. Okay. Obviously, in the 2-minute changes, will be 2 minute.
Yep.
One, I guess, 2 minute and then 1 minute mini burst.
Yep.
So to set up our bursts, we usually have a requirement to apply as many debuffs as possible. We have an ability that gives us crit damage and crit rate based off of our debuffs. So if you see, it's actually a bad example right now, but a lot of CADENAs have, you'll see that they might have 92% crit rate visible, and that's because we get natural crit rate from having debuffs on the boss.
Okay.
And we also get a bunch of crit damage as well. So I'll apply this ID debuff, and I'll apply this, which gives me an 8 stack that you'll see at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hit my buff sequence. I'll bind. I'll throw a shuriken. I'll bat, and then I'll hit my origin. And then you'll see I have another 20 seconds, so I'll be hitting buttons.
A lot of chains on my screen. And a random Beyblade just flew across the map. There it is again.
And that was the 30-second burst.
Okay. Okay. So, in the burst, aside from your origin, what skills are doing the majority of... Okay, wait. First of all, can you just go over the skills that you use for damage, like, regularly?
Yeah. So, the skills that we use for damage are all of them. So, starting from the beginning, the first skill you get is Scimitar. This is our dash skill.
Okay.
That's that skill that dashed across.
Yep.
Actually, let me step one step back. The first skill you get is Thrash. That's our basic skill. If you were to bind attack, so if I have attack and control.
Mm-hmm.
It's also Thrash.
Okay.
Control and Thrash do the same exact thing. We recommend you bind Thrash because it works better with our shuriken. Using the regular attack key has some issues with recasting it. So
Okay.
the main mechanic of this class is animation canceling thrash. So if you pay attention to the top right of the screen, when I cast thrash, you'll see that there is a buff that shows up for like 0.2 seconds.
Yep.
That skill, if we use one of our other 8 abilities while that buff is on screen, we get 10% final damage.
Okay.
After Hexa, it goes up to higher. I can't remember that
So
number off
you
the top
use
of my head.
you
I think
use
it's like 20.
thrash before
25.
your skills?
Yep.
Okay.
Before every single one of these 8 skills that are at the bottom right, and Q, W, E, R, A, D, F, G, and T. And I'll go through all of them real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so Thrash technically is a 2-part ability, so you can cancel it. I just canceled it right there.
Okay.
You see that, like, just kind of tornado-ish thing that comes up around the character. That's part 1.
Mhm.
And the extension part is part 2.
Okay.
Part 1 gives the buff.
So wait, how did you
So
cancel it?
Scimitar is our dash.
You said you canceled the animation of your thrash?
Yes.
How'd you do that?
With Pursuit. So Pursuit is the ability that can cancel every single other ability.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yes, got it. Okay. Okay, please
So,
continue.
Actually, a funny thing is, if you cancel Thrash, if you cancel the first part of Thrash with Pursuit, you'll see that this buff is still here.
Okay.
It doesn't disappear. So now the next ability we use will be buffed by this, which is relevant for only one ability, which I'll show later.
Okay.
But we have Dash. On the second job, we have Claw, which is used in the air. It's our diagonal dash downwards.
Okay.
We have Shuriken, which applies damage every what is it, like 0.3 sec or 0.1 second.
Yeah, that's a
the enemy
Beyblade, not a
on top.
shuriken, but
Yeah. After Hexa, it becomes a Beyblade. It has that little spike on top.
Sick.
Third job, we have Daggers.
Okay.
This applies an IED debuff.
Okay.
Shotgun sends us backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Decoy Bomb also sends us backwards. We have Brick, sends us a little bit forwards. It's a little arc forward.
Uh-huh.
And Bat, which is every Cadena's favorite ability. It is a 3 cast ability. So once you cast it once, you get 3 charges, each one bigger than the last.
Oh, okay.
And this is the, I guess, kind of bread and butter. It does the most damage in your bursts other than Origin. So you want to prioritize this with Grandest Blessing, which gives you skill resets.
Yep. Okay.
The other ability is Chain Arts Crash. So you'll notice that these are all they don't say it, but these are, I guess, Chain Art abilities. Chain Arts Crash is also another one of these, and the distinction with these and your other abilities is that these are able to be buffed by Thrash. The weird thing with Chain Arts Crush is that you can't directly animation cancel Thrash into Crush.
Okay.
But you can if you cancel Thrash into Pursuit, and you have this buff up here, and then you can just use Crush, and it'll apply that 10% FD.
Okay. Okay. So of those skills, which ones are doing the majority of it? You said Bat is like the biggest
Yes.
by like a large amount?
By a pretty large amount, yeah.
Okay.
I would say the least is I haven't checked after Hexa, but least should be Claw and Scimitar.
Okay.
And the rest is balanced pretty well. I think Shuriken. Oh, I think they actually do have the split. Oh no, they have a Brick. Shuriken also I don't think does a tremendous amount of damage, but it facilitates another one of our core mechanics. It's not really an ability because you don't press it, but the second most important part of this class, other than all the button pressing, is the reason why we need to combo. It is muscle memory.
Okay.
So you see at the bottom it says trigger upon switching summoned weapons.
Uh-huh.
What this means is that if you hit with one ability and then you hit with a different ability, you see all those chains that came out of me?
Yep.
That is some form of muscle memory. I think that is the Hexa version.
Okay.
Whenever you hit with one ability and then hit with a different ability, it will trigger an attack around you that does a pretty significant portion of your burst.
Okay. So basically you don't want to like hit the same skill twice in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the exception of Bat, except not really, because we have Shuriken. So you saw earlier. It's already been 6 minutes. My origin's already back up. You saw earlier when I bursted. I spammed Bat. You might have seen that I also casted Shuriken. What Shuriken does is because it hits the enemy while it's overlapping with the enemy, it constantly procs damage, which resets that the most recent hit onto the enemy. So if I say throw Shuriken, hit Bat, you'll see a ton of these chains because it's swapping between Bat, Shuriken, Bat, Shuriken, Bat, Shuriken, Bat, Shuriken, Bat, Shuriken.
Yeah, okay, got it.
So a lot of optimized CADENA gameplay is making sure that you do all of your abilities while Shuriken is on the boss.
So it's about hitting the chain. The passive chain procs is about hitting the target, not about casting different skills. Different skills hitting in between. Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, and every single one of these abilities has like a little bit of movement quirks. Like Brick, if you hold up, it's like a larger arc. If you use Decoy Bomb in the air, you don't get sent back. Daggers technically sends you up in the air a tiny bit, so if you use daggers into Decoy Bomb, it doesn't send you back. I messed it up, but like that.
Okay.
If you use Scimitar in the air, that's a teleport. So, which is relevant when there's like a wall.
Yeah.
Like in the BM laser walls, you can teleport past those. Let me think. Bat, you can move around while you're batting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Class is crazy. All right. So if you had to rank the burst in terms of performance, how much damage it deals, where would you put it?
Easily S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said it might not be like the actual top performer, but it is still insane.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think in terms of like straight burst, Nightlord might have it beat, but it is definitely not no slouch.
Is the burst like in terms of from a new player perspective? So like for me, is the burst? I don't want to say easy to do, but is it fairly intuitive to pick up to do like good enough because of the way that the like cooldown skips and the like bat spam with the shuriken kind of interact?
Yeah, so I would say we can go more into depth in this in the difficulty section.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
I would say once you start going into like having cooldown skip and cooldown reduction, it definitely gets a lot more difficult. Yeah. But as a base level, I would say it is more difficult than most ROM burst, just because there's a lot more buttons that you need to press. I think it's like top 10 skill floor in terms of burst. The Canadian Discord has like a metric in terms of BAs where they like track
Noobs.
in a burst. You want to have like certain number of Hexa veteran.
Oh, okay.
I think it's if I remember correctly, it's 300 in. Actually, no, 300 is very good in 3 minutes.
Oh, in 3 minutes. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can get more into that in the difficulty part. So next, let's talk about the off burst.
Yeah.
So what's going
The
on
off
when
burst
you don't
is
have all your
also very
cooldowns up? It is very good as well. Yeah.
Yes, because although we don't have our burst cooldowns up, we have all our other cooldowns up. We're constantly pressing our buttons. Oh, another ability that I forgot to mention is Maelstrom. It's a 5th job skill. This is it might be my least favorite part about this class. It is very much a maintenance skill because you need to cast it every 4 seconds. Just another thing to add to the list, but
Okay.
it's also another big damage dealer. Most of our abilities, most of our damage comes from our 8 abilities that have minimum or maximum like 8-second cooldown, and these chains that come out of us, the muscle memory.
Yep.
And like I said earlier, our off burst is about 50% of our battle analysis damage.
Yeah.
So our off burst is also crazy.
Okay. Okay. What was that cannon that you summoned?
The cannon is Apocalypse Cannon.
Summoned a cannon out of thin air. I love it.
It's also a pretty good amount of damage.
Is it? Is it just doing?
Yeah.
Oh wait, was it doing damage that whole time or just the last shot?
Yeah, it does damage the whole time, and then it shoots a big shot.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, right now it's a little bit difficult to play with because if the boss moves or teleports in some cases, then obviously you kind of get fucked.
Yeah. If the boss goes behind
after 2 minutes, we get to recast it and move it.
Oh, okay.
We also get to cast it in the air, which is kind of funny. It appears on the ground, but it's still kind of funny. You cast it up here and it appears right below you.
Okay. Okay. W using skills in the air. I like that.
Yes.
Okay, so what would you rank the performance of the off burst?
Also S.
Also S. Okay. We'll get into like what the off burst looks like when we get to the rotation section, like what you're doing when you don't have cooldowns, and we'll go back through like I guess the specifics of what you're doing in your burst as well. But for now, let's move on and talk about the mobility of the class. So what kind of, you already showed off a lot of little tricks you got in the kit, but maybe if you just want to go through them again for anyone who's maybe skipping through, or if you just want to like talk about stuff in more detail or whatever, up to you.
Yeah, so I think the mobility of this class is probably has the best short range mobility in terms of precision in the entire game. We also are able to infinitely air stall, which is fun. I didn't do it there because I forgot to press the buttons that I was supposed to do. For
That's okay. That's okay.
But I'm gonna turn down my animation so I can not go blind.
Okay.
But with the chain that you can stop all your animations, with all your abilities moving you, once you get used to how far your abilities move you, how quickly they move you, when to use your pursuit, your chain to stop you, really the short range movement, I think irrefutably is the best in the game. We don't have much in the ways of like super long range fast movement, but I don't think we really need it in this game. There's certain places where it would be useful, but not so useful that we're like sorely lacking in it.
Yeah.
And we also have for movement, we also have double jump. Our chain also resets our double jump, so if you latch onto the ground, you can double jump again. Our shotgun also resets our double jump, so our shotgun also resets our chain, so you can double jump, chain, double jump again, shotgun, chain, double jump again, shotgun if it reset, chain, double jump again, shotgun, chain, etc., etc. Blink,
What the
shotgun,
fuck?
and then you can start doing this thing that's weird. An air stall. You know, do a brick, shotgun, air stall,
What the
up
fuck?
jump. You know, blinks back up so we can go back up.
We just flying for fun.
And you know, sometimes when I'm on the Kalos map, I just like to fly to the top of the map and disappear while I'm waiting for party members.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so it is infinite air stall.
Yeah. It
And
sure
it's pretty
is.
flexible because you can just go. You don't have to like stay in a straight line. You can just go wherever.
God damn. Yeah, that's wild. Okay, that's wild. All right, what do you rank this class's mobility?
If I could go SS, I would go SS.
Yeah.
Give me all the S's you got.
It's that good. It might not be that good for me because I'm a noob, but like it has the potential to get there.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a sliding scale. If you're very new to the class, you still need to learn like how far all these abilities go. You know, you need to get used to like stopping. You know, you need to get used to where you can cancel and stuff.
Yeah.
It might take a little bit to get to SS, but you know, you can get there.
It's crazy. It's wild. Watching you do that is insane. Okay. So like yeah. So we have sorry, let me just try to go over this again. We have a double flash jump, right? Because you're a thief. We have the chain that has an insanely short cooldown and resets some of your movement skills, like your flash jump. We have like 3 or 4 different attacks that all have movement built into them. Like
and I forgot to mention earlier, but someone in chat did. The daggers also stop your momentum.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm in the air, press daggers, stops momentum.
Yeah. Then you have 2 different momentum stops. I don't even know what. I guess. Oh, you have a teleport. You have to be in the air for it, but you have a teleport. What else am I missing? How high is your up jump?
It is on the higher side.
Okay.
I know some classes. There's the current late game boss. One of the phases there's an attack that you have to up jump, or you can up jump to dodge it. Some classes can't up jump it because their up jump sucks.
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
Can up jump.
Okay. And then I'm gonna guess because you didn't show it off. You can't do the thing where you up jump and then flash jump forward, right?
We can't, no.
But you have many other things that basically allow you to do the same. Yeah.
Which is cooler? Less cool? Just as cool?
Harder, better.
Harder.
But harder, but better. Yeah. Okay. W. All right, let's talk about the survivability of the class. So what kind of stuff do you have in your kit that's going to allow you to ignore, maybe not completely ignore, but like stand in stuff that you maybe otherwise wouldn't normally want to stand in, whether it's shielding or healing or damage reduction or iframes or doors or dark sight, or I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else.
So our survivability is kind of disgusting. Considering the amount of damage we have, the amount of mobility we have, a couple patches ago, or even a couple years ago now, Nexon decided, this class, it has a ton of damage, it has a ton of movement. It doesn't have a lot of survivability, and it's a thief class. We should give it an infinite shield and infinite dark side uptime.
Okay.
So whenever we proc our muscle memory, so whenever we use a new ability,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see I'm in dark sight now.
Okay. For like 2
You'll
seconds.
also see, yeah,
Looked like for about
a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
for like a half a second.
Okay.
You also see, let me put the graphics up again. I have this little shield around. Oh, I use the same skill again. I have this little spiky shield around me, and I have this little yellow bar. This shield can go up to, I think, 15% of max health.
15? Okay.
Yep. And it regenerates and has no cap on regen as long as I am proccing these chains. So you can imagine if I am hitting the boss a ton and not getting stunned or anything, I am generating just an unethical amount of shields.
Okay.
And because it is overshield, it protects against max percent health attacks.
Yep.
And again, we have dark sight. We have a 45-second cooldown, 2-second iframe, just for fun.
Okay.
We have a bunch of super knockback skills. Basically, every single ability that moves you while it's moving you, and this ability while it is stopping you, or while it is arresting your movement in the air, you have super knockback iframes, or not iframes, but super knockback.
Okay.
What else? And none of our survivability needs to be held onto for survivability, and we don't need to like hold onto an ability for damage, or like we don't need to like waste it for, you know, like, oh, I'm holding onto this ability so I can use it for an iframe, so I can't use it for damage or anything. We also have Door. It's a class door for Nova.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
okay. That seems
and using Pursuit on the ground around the enemy also gives us dark sight, and it's for a lot longer than
Yeah, wait, what? Okay. So basically perma dark sight.
The interesting thing with our Pursuit, with our dark sight, is that it works kind of differently from all the other Thieves dark sight. It is a damage based dark sight. So if you take enough damage, it pulls off the dark sight. So for example, in BMP3, the falling FMA, if you stand to the corner and you dark sight and up jump, generally you're safe.
Okay.
But if you dark sight and like you jump through all the balls throughout the middle, then you'll die, because hitting enough of the balls will pull off the dark sight and it'll kill you.
Oh man. Okay. That's so troll, but that's funny. I'm 100% gonna forget that if I play this class, and I'm just gonna jump through a bunch of shit and die.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you rank the survivability then? Keeping all of that stuff in mind.
Keeping in mind that it stacks with your abilities and with how you play, I would say it's another S.
Yeah. Somebody in chat said put the S in the bag.
Yeah, put the S in the bag.
God damn, what am I watching, guys? Holy shit, it just keeps going. Okay, next. I mean, I know what this is gonna get. Let's go like specifically in depth on this rotation. Talk me through what's going on. What are you doing when you're pressing these buttons?
Yeah, so I can go in depth. So for burst specifically, after we press our I forgot to turn off my. Well, I'll just do this real quick. So after we have Grandis on, the most important thing to do when you burst in your rotation is to throw Shuriken and Bat to make sure that you have the resets
Uh-huh.
in order to take advantage of the muscle memories.
Yep.
After that, you just want to unload everything, making sure that you press your thrash before all your other abilities.
Okay.
You also want to cast Maelstrom every 4 seconds. You also see that occasionally I'm pressing Pursuit after an ability. And that's just to stay in place.
Yeah. So you have like, because you're playing with like a lot of cooldown resets, you mostly have like a priority system of the skills that are going, or I guess the skills that can go on cooldown.
Yeah. So the priority I would say is mostly that for me. So it's a little bit different. I would say this is where I guess personal like gameplay can differ.
Okay.
For me, I just really like this combo. The shotgun. Oh, I messed it up immediately. I really like shotgun, brick, claw. Because it uses 3 of your abilities and places you basically where you are.
Okay.
That's just a fun thing to do. But real priority is shuriken into bat. If those 2 are up at any point, you really want to press those 2 together. I know something that I do that isn't really optimal is that I pursuit and I tap pursuit, just plain pursuit. What you should do is tap pursuit up so that you don't accidentally latch onto the boss. You'll notice that sometimes when I'm tapping pursuit to cancel an ability, I accidentally grab onto the boss and do that.
Okay.
That's not super optimal. That's just me messing up.
Okay.
So every one of our abilities has a different range of effect. The most optimal place for you to be standing is directly here. There is a little box about this size where all of your abilities hit.
Okay.
So if the boss is right here in relation to your character, then every single one of your abilities will hit, and that is where you can just pop off.
Okay.
So if you can keep the boss there, then that is ideal.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess all of your skills have a different hitbox, but like if you're standing in the spot where all of their hitboxes line up, then
Exactly.
Then you don't have to worry about like what button is gonna skip or what you're gonna press next. You just it's all gonna hit. Okay.
And there's also the skill alarm system. I put a cannon and crush on there because those are the longer cooldown ones. Someone asked if I don't have any buttons on cooldown. I just kind of use Maelstrom and hold Thrash, but that doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, with enough cooldown reduction and enough cooldown skip, you're probably almost always have something up.
Yeah, those awkward situations happen. You just kind of sit there and
Thrash.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy, I don't even know like I don't even know what to ask about this class. There's just so much going on. Okay.
I would say a good question from chat. It's always worth pressing an ability. I would say it's always worth pressing an ability unless it's like claw. Unless claw reset into claw. Just because claw doesn't really do that much damage, and then you're not getting the muscle memory onto claw. That's like the only situation where you might not want to press it again, and you might want to wait for something else so that you can get the muscle memory.
Okay.
For the most part, you want to just press them off cooldown.
God damn, this shit is crazy. Okay, if you could show me your burst rotation one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like with or without origin?
Do it without. Your origin is literally just damage, right? There's like it doesn't change anything. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
do it without. Do it without.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that was cool. So, another thing about this class, I can't show this off in a boss as well, but something I didn't realize, or something that I forgot to mention, is that while we are not affected significantly by attack speed, it does affect our timing.
Okay.
So I just messed up like 8 times in a row.
Because you don't have
I
attack
failed.
speed.
I don't have attack speed 0.
Okay.
I was pressing things a little bit too fast.
Okay.
And I immediately jumped out of roar, which is, Cadena 101. Yeah, you jump out of roar. That is like rite of passage for Cadenas.
Okay. Would you say, so I was just, while you were doing that, I was literally just watching your button overlay in the bottom left. Would you say that your skills are fairly responsive in when you press them and like how short their animations are so that you don't really have to, I'm just thinking of like, because I come from like World of Warcraft, right? Where we have like a global cooldown on our skills, and even the skills that are like off global cooldown, I find myself spamming. Like I'm like click, 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 like kind of waiting for it to go off, like waiting for the next one and then moving to the next one once the animation starts. Do you find yourself just kind of like say you're going like DQ, DE, DR, or whatever? Because your whip is on D, right? Or is it F? F. Do you find yourself just kind of like pressing them like once or twice, or are you like spamming each key like quite a bit?
I would say I am usually pressing them once or twice. I don't. They're pretty responsive. I haven't needed to spam them significantly.
Okay, but that, I mean, that's something that's going to come with like practice and getting used to the timing of stuff as well, I assume.
Yeah, I would say once you get to the point where you're spamming them a lot and pressing them a lot, if you're spamming your keys a lot and pressing your keys really hard, that is where the carpal tunnel does start to set in.
Yeah.
There are ways that people, this I guess a more serious like hand health thing. If you're pressing your keys very hard, that is not good for your hands.
Yeah.
I played this character a lot. I don't have carpal tunnel. I think the most important thing for this class is to make sure your keybinds are in a position where you can reach all the keys like pretty easily. You don't have to like smash the keys down. You can press them lightly. The keys you have like for canceling, you don't have to like stress to press them. You have between like 0.1 to 0.2 seconds to press them. That's like for an analogy, if you know like one frame tricks in 60 FPS games from like speedrunning, as an analogy, it's like a 12 frame trick. So it's a lot easier. There's plenty of time.
Okay, so it kind of like cues up the ability if you're not exactly pressing it at the exact right time. Like if you press it a little bit early, it'll still go off like at the time that it needs to go off, whatever, 10 frames later or something.
Yeah, there is a buffer.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so overall, what would you rank this class for the rotation part, in your biased opinion, when it comes to the playstyle and how much fun you have and how engaged it keeps you in boss fights? We all know where this is going.
So I would say S with cooldown skip. S without cooldown skip, and SS with cooldown skip. That really is where this class pops off. Yeah.
Okay. And you play cooldown skip inner.
Yep.
You, I imagine, are a very strong advocate for going for that 20% ASAP, yeah?
Yeah, the class really changes pretty significantly.
Yeah, okay. Okay, W. We'll take that for now. Let's talk about the difficulty of Cadena. Dude, put the S in the bag again. This is crazy. So, first off, I want to ask what you think is the hardest part for a new person to pick up the class, starting from whether they're starting from scratch, it's their first character, or if they're like picking this character up as a new alt or mule or whatever.
I think the easily the hardest part of this class is building your muscle memory.
Okay.
I think,
and you mean like the person's muscle memory, not like the skill called muscle memory.
That is correct.
Okay,
building
okay, just
your
double check.
personal muscle memory.
Okay.
So I would say the actual animation cancels aren't incredibly difficult in theory. If you practice it for like a couple minutes, maybe like 30 minutes, you'll probably get most of them. There's a couple that are more difficult.
Okay.
I think a lot of the issue that people have is maybe pressing them too quickly.
Yeah.
But being able to press them consistently, being able to press them with different keys, I think is big. There's been some people on the CADENA Discord that say or have seen some difficulties. They're able to animation cancel some abilities but not others.
Mm-hmm.
Something you can test with that is moving some of these abilities around. If you can do with it on some keybinds, if you swap it around, you might be able to do it on the others.
Okay.
And just trying to figure out the keyboard layout is important. But once you figure out the basic animation cancels, building from there, I think the second hurdle that you need to get past is watching your buff bar for cooldown skip, because I think this difficulty rating is another like two-pronged difficulty rating, because without cooldown skip I think this is an A, and with cooldown skip I think this is an S.
Okay.
Because or it might just be S and like slightly higher S.
Is anyone gonna not play cooldown skip who actually has like the resources to roll for it? Is there any reason to like not play it aside from that it makes the class a little bit easier, I guess?
No, I think it's just as you're starting out.
Yeah.
Just getting the resources.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're putting this as an S. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the difficulty is for someone to get to a point where they can do like average damage on CADENA?
I think that's
still like an S. Like would you say it's still one of the hardest classes? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. This is kind of off topic a little bit, but not really. What would you say, like, in terms of damage percent that an average CADENA is doing compared to like a master CADENA? Like if the master is doing 100%, what do you think like an average CADENA player is going to be able to deal?
I think an average CADENA can do somewhere from 70 to 80% of that.
Okay. Not terrible.
Yeah.
And then what about a complete noob CADENA? Like doing the absolute bare minimum that's required to deal damage.
So the absolute bare minimum, maybe like 60%.
Okay.
If they're like, yeah.
If they're like just doing the beginning part, like the easy part of the burst.
Yep. You press origin, then you press some of your buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, 60 is not that bad, guys. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but I think given like a couple of weeks, I think most people can get to 70 if they spend some time on it. Maybe a little bit more time, depending on the
Yeah.
amount of time you have.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on and let's talk about the party play section. So, what kind of support does CADENA bring to a party, whether it's utility or buffs or whatever?
Yeah. I've taken notes for this. I have written one word in the party play section.
Uh-huh.
That word is omegalol.
Okay. Care to explain why?
So, I guess technically we have this ability that gives 30% IED.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of classes have a 30% IED debuff. They all overlap with one another.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll hear maybe some classes here like, oh, we have an IED debuff. All of these IED debuffs are the same IED debuff.
They don't stack.
No, they're all the same. So this is another one to throw into the bucket of IED debuff.
Zero
we also have our slow. Actually, the same exact slow that Kinesis had. I didn't realize that Kinesis had the slow as well.
Okay.
In BMP3, we can slow BM. So BM will kind of like lurch towards you a little bit slower. So I guess we have that technically.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really seen that help anyone.
Okay.
But it can be done.
Okay. All right. And that's it. Slow
Yeah,
and IED.
You know, death is the best CC.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in D because that's where we put everything that brings nothing, and that's like
we run out of
more or
essence,
less what we're gonna call this. Okay, nice quick section, guys. If you want to play a support, don't play this class. Okay, next let's talk about the Hexa on this class. So let's get into the masteries and what all the masteries do first. You can talk about what the origin does. You can talk about how your fifth job skills get boosted, whatever you want to go over specifically for this section.
Yeah, so our Hexa is very, very simple. We have, I would say because our class was so well designed in from first to fifth job that our Hexa really didn't have to do anything. We just got straight damage. If you look at all our masteries, you'll see it's 44% damage, it's damage, it's damage, it's damage. Our origin, you saw earlier, it's just a bunch of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see here, there's a lot of numbers, it's all damage.
Okay.
A lot of numbers, it's all damage.
Okay.
You'll see here, more damage. More damage.
Okay.
Except for Thresh, there is a new, slightly new mechanic where we have a charge on our Thresh. Every 10 seconds, we get preparation on our Thresh, where when we cast our Maelstrom or hit something with the second part of our Thresh, it explodes and does more damage.
Okay. Passive extra damage.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a new mechanic, it's just more damage.
Okay, so it doesn't change the way that you play the class at all.
Not in any single way.
Okay. However,
except for the origin button.
Yeah, you press the origin button. However, the second part that I would usually like to ask people point out is relative to other classes, Hexa, specifically for someone who's picking this up as like an alt and maybe just unlocking everything. Or like very, very, very minimal investment like frags and Urda. Do you know how much damage gain it is? Like, is it really significant, or is it just like all my skills start to do more damage and it's like good?
I'm fairly certain that comparatively to all the other classes, we're within like the top third, but not too high. I think we're like upper middle of the like damage gain from like level 1 Hexa.
Okay. So it's good. It's not like,
So
holy
it's
shit, you
good,
need
definitely.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you rank the importance of unlocking 6th job for anyone who wants to try this class and, you know, play it regularly?
And this is just for clarification, like level 1 hexas?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean if you want to talk about how good like maxing out your hexa is as well, then you can talk about that, but in terms of rating, like, yeah, basically just unlocking hexa and like how much of a difference it makes to the class.
It's probably just a B. It's just more damage.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing special.
Okay.
It's a pretty good amount of damage.
Did you have anything you wanted to note with like high investment?
I guess we could put this to A just because the origin is kind of the
Busted.
origin is on the higher end. I think it's like a top 10 origin.
Yeah.
So just getting to 260 and just finishing 6th job is a pretty significant boost.
Yeah. Because the origin is just busted amounts of damage.
Yeah.
I did hear that Cadena has like actually one of the highest damage origins in the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well we can leave it here for now, and I mean anyone who's like really interested can just listen to the whole spiel. Okay, let's move on to the next part. That one was nice and quick as well. And let's talk about farming on Cadena. Yeah. So what's farming like when you don't have a whole bunch of Janus orbs to rely on?
So I will demonstrate a couple of old haunts that I used to train at.
Okay.
Truffet 3, where I have some trauma.
Okay.
I don't even remember if I'm doing this correctly, but so this is the rotation, and you
Okay.
just have to do this constantly for 2 hours because it's a WAP.
You just have to do this. Okay, yeah, not bad.
Yep. Yeah, just this entire thing over and over again for 2 hours because your Maelstrom is is like an 8-second cooldown.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. So that was Truffet 3.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah. We also have, let me look at my list. Mysterious Fog 6.
Is
Let me
that
see if I remember.
not
this.
bad? Question mark? Yeah, it's not bad.
It might be Mysterious Fog 5. Yes, this one.
Okay.
Throw this up here.
Uh-huh. Watching.
Go down. We jump across. Jump up here. Throw this. Jump across. Chain up. So what I'm really trying to get at is this class sucks ass.
Okay. And it doesn't get any better with like mastery 1s or like maybe a little bit better with like Janus 1 because it'll clean up stragglers, but
Oh, Janus 1 is fantastic. We also it doesn't really get better until the maths get better. But
okay.
Janus is game changing. Maelstrom is our only summon, and it lasts like not enough time.
Yeah. It's a really short summon.
We can go to like Royal Library 6 too, and I don't even remember this one.
So someone mentioned this in chat, but basically what you're doing when you're farming I mean, you probably get a little practice as well, but as a new player, what you're doing when you're farming is just practicing your combos.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is actually a really good point. Practicing combos. I don't know. I have ADHD, so when I'm like doing boring stuff like training or like waiting for people to come for bosses, I just press a lot of buttons.
Yeah.
So I practice a lot of my combos when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So it is a good opportunity to practice your combos.
But if you're trying to be
Especially
lazy,
before you have Janice. But it is not lazy.
if you're trying to be lazy, this might not be the class for you guys.
It's not lazy until door 3 where you get to Portal Farm. And this is my favorite map because this is where I got the 285.
Oh, okay. The map lets you cheese it.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be... Is this a 280 map?
This is a 274 map.
Oh, okay. Oh, I could go here right now. Nice. I just never actually saw this map. Okay. All right, so what would you rank the farming?
Before Janice, it's like D.
Okay.
It's super active. The rates are okay. I mean, they're active rates, but...
Yeah. Okay. Unlucky. But if you're just trying to like make a boss mule, something that you're not going to whap on, then
yeah,
it doesn't matter. So it makes up for the fact, like, look at all the other S's, guys. We're good. All right, let's talk about our last section. Let's go over all the animations. If you could crank your animations back up, and then first, if you could take off your nodes, your boost nodes, so we can see what all the skills look like before the masteries, because your masteries actually change like all of your skills, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what these skills look like before masteries, and then you can put your stuff back on and just showcase all the different animations.
So we have bomb, we have brick, we have shotgun, we have scimitar, we have claw, daggers, shuriken, which is a shuriken for real this time. I guess it's actually still a Beyblade.
It's a little Beyblade.
We have bat, we have crush, and I can't bind anything here because there's nothing to bind. Can't bind anything here because there's too many people here. And beatdown.
Okay.
And that's the attack part of beatdown.
Okay. While you put your nodes back on, so we can show off all the boosted stuff. Does shuriken get affected by gravity? So if you throw it on this platform, does it just keep going horizontal, or does it drop down off the platform?
That is a good question. It does get affected by gravity.
Oh, okay. Yo,
So,
that looks like a good
that is
farming
very
skill.
helpful.
That's like Zero's tornadoes, except there's one of them.
Yeah, that is that's a pretty good one. It explodes pretty quickly, but
Surely it procs dust too, right?
Yeah. It does proc. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So
All right.
let me go back to.
Yeah, go back and then let's see these skills.
All right. In the same order, we have bombs.
Okay, cooler.
More spread out. We have brick.
Okay,
which is
way cooler.
just hard to see. We have scimitar.
Yep.
Shotgun.
Way cooler.
Claw, which looks cool. We have daggers. Brick. Shuriken again. And crush.
Okay.
And I'll go do beatdown one more time. And we'll see the explosion.
Okay. Beatdown's your class bind?
Beatdown is the class bind.
Okay.
It is also part of our mini burst because it does a pretty significant amount of damage.
Wait, what's the cooldown on it?
1 minute 30 or
okay.
1 minute 28 technically.
Damn, you have a class bind on a 1.5-minute cooldown. That's crazy. That's sick. My class bind on motion is 3 whole minutes. Pretty nice. Okay. Damn. Animations are sick. Do you want to real quick show off the like origin and some of the other cooldowns or any other buttons that aren't affected by your masteries?
Sure.
Okay.
We have Maelstrom. Oh, that's hard to see here. We have Maelstrom.
Uh-huh.
We have Ordnance Cannon.
Okay.
And am I missing anything? We have Door, but that's class door. Every Nova has that. We have.
You had something that changed
version.
your background too, right?
Oh yes, that is our part of our burst. Let's see if I can find it. Void Strike.
Yeah, that's sick.
The thing that's not cool about it is that you see this chain at the bottom right. You see that's covering things. Yeah, that's real. It does in fact cover everything. So see that you can't see shit over here.
Yeah, bottom left too, right?
Yep, bottom left too. But so V-Hill corner strat is not.
Oh no!
Not
Oh no! Wait, right click void? What's that?
Yeah. I can right click void. Well, I'll need to wait 3 minutes again to show it again, but you can make this gray.
Oh. That's all it does? It doesn't actually change anything other than just the visual?
Nope. Just gray.
Okay. I mean that's cool. Visual customization W, guys.
Yep. Oh, someone asked why I have this Maelstrom macro. I think this makes Maelstrom more fluid to cast.
Okay.
Oh, so casting Maelstrom is one of the weird things. There is a like key attack, a keybind that you can use to cast it if you press down and attack, or if you press thrash down thrash.
What?
You can cast it like that, or you can just press thrash Maelstrom, which is how I usually do it.
Okay.
But it's more consistent if you have it on a macro.
Yeah, okay.
But I used to do the thrash down thrash, and it's not as
What
fun.
about that? What about that second macro that's like thrash and maelstrom?
Oh, that's do I have it bound still?
Is that like fine as like a noob option?
I think I don't actually know how consistent this is.
Okay.
But I use it sometimes for training when I don't want to actually press buttons.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
I don't think it works too well in bosses, actually.
Okay. So don't use it. Okay.
Let's see. Right, it'll be up in 13 seconds. We are the only class that needs Venom Burst.
Why?
Because Venom Burst applies a debuff, and debuffs give us crit damage. We don't need it at level 25, but we do need it.
Okay. I put it on all my characters anyway, but yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and we are a 6-node class, if that matters to anyone anymore. Used to be a big consideration when people were making mules.
Yeah, for sure. Wait.
Oh yeah, all the
the foreground becomes gray. Oh. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's actually kind of crazy. That's sick. I thought it was going to change the background gray. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I don't know why, but I like that. That's sick. That's sick. Okay. Damn. So, in your biased opinion, what are we ranking these animations?
They're honestly, to me, they're S. They're very satisfying, especially with the Hexa.
Yeah.
These things look really cool now.
Yeah, they look really cool with the Hexa. And honestly, I think the fact that you just have so many skills and like the chain whips coming out, yeah, it's pretty wild.
I thought they looked cool before, but once I swapped back to them, once they took off the nodes, they look super.
You're like, wait a second, wait. I used to play this class. Oh god. Yeah, they're sick. They're really cool. Okay, well, that does it for me with all of my questions. I will chat if you have any questions for ADRIH, for our CADENA. I keep wanting to say CADENA. For our CADENA expert for today, now would be the time to ask. While you think of your questions, I'll start with the one that everyone always wants to know. How is it changing with the 2-minute patch?
So with 2-minute, we are getting nerfed in party play only.
Okay.
But otherwise, not really changed too much. We are getting, I guess, quality of life buffs. We're becoming a 2-minute, obviously, with 1-minute mini burst.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly quality of life changes, party play nerfs. So
wait, why are you getting nerfed in party play?
Yeah, so right now, we're is kind of an open secret, but how we work is that for every debuff that gets applied onto the boss, we get crit damage. There's no cap on this currently, so or if there is a cap, the cap is high.
Yeah.
So that means if we have a bunch, or a cap's at 10. Thank you. So if we have 10 debuffs, we get just a lot of crit damage. They're lowering that to 7.
Okay.
So that means we're losing 3 stacks worth of crit damage. I think that's like 36% crit damage.
Oh, is that why this list that I have? Hold on, let me find it. Is that I get it now? Surely that's what this means. I have this list of like classes. Yeah, and it says in brackets, like beside the CADENA part, it says like it has 2 different rankings for it. It has like one, it says party, comma, 10 stacks, and then solo, comma, 6 stacks. Those are the stacks that it's referring to.
Yep.
Ah, got it. Damn, I was so confused about that. I did not understand. Okay.
Shit, did I?
You were gonna do this with full animations. You crazy. Wait, don't you just like outgear this boss like crazy? Isn't it already at 50%? You didn't even press your burst sequence. We're just dancing around it for fun.
I'll take some stacks so I can heal. Oops, I dodged them.
Damn, tanking stacks on purpose.
Oops.
Did you turn your opacity all the way down?
I do. Yeah. It is still hard to see.
You actually still can't see shit. What the hell?
So I think one thing some people might forget to do sometimes is to use your regular walk.
Oh, because they're just like so used to just.
Yeah, so used to having teleports and flash jumps and everything that sometimes you just forget to just walk. It's good to do sometimes. especially when you need to not jump.
Yeah, we kind of pumping. All right, then burst it after the FMA. Yeah, the micro movement's crazy. Wait, can you use the skill that changes stuff gray in here? I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know why, but that is actually sick. I want. Why do I like? Is it because? Maybe it's because it makes like the actual enemies like easier to see because they're on a black and white background and they're so colorful. I don't know, but
It's
something
really
about this is
aesthetically
really
pleasing.
sick. Yeah. The flame on the candle is still red. Wait. I wonder if anyone knows the answer to this question. If I was blind progging, so like it's only changing the stuff black and white that's static, that doesn't change, that doesn't move, right? Like the shit that's unimportant.
Yes.
So like if I was blind progging on CADENA, is that like kind of like cheating? Because you could see stuff like, for example, in like phase 1 of Kalos, which I've done, would it not make a lot of the things that can change, like the stuff that you have to shoot and interact with, would it not make that stuff black and white?
We can find out. And
Yo, it's a good thing I didn't main this class because everyone would have hated me even more for cheating. And make it harder on some bosses. I feel like it just like I would get used, at least for me. I feel like depending on yeah, it would probably be dependent on the boss, but yeah, so like the UFO here, the stuff on top, the little towers on the left and right. Yeah, on some things it might be weird. Oh, can you show how good the shielding is in something like Ex Lotus?
sure. Yep. It shows those still as not
Yeah,
gray.
the UFO still has color to it. The towers, the stuff at the top, yeah. The orb still bouncing around. Yeah. Stuff at the bottom as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit of a cheater class if you're blind
Just a
progging.
little bit.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. Just show off like how good the shielding is, how much stuff you can tank.
It's
Everything?
yeah, we can do that. I will not dodge anything.
Okay.
Definitely on purpose.
Okay. Full shield. Okay, shield gone. Okay, shield back. Shield gone. It's back.
I framed that. That wasn't a tank.
Yeah, that thing you're not tanking. Well, wait, can
I can
you?
take that.
If you
That
have a
one was
shield
mine.
and you're 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what I just did there. Because summon daggers lifts you up slightly. I used that to lift myself off the ground for the ground FMA. Or the ground one shot.
Ah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy shielding. Just
Shield generation does not increase string burst. It's the same, but it's still up to 25% max health shield.
Just tanking it. Someone said, how does... You don't have to... I actually would prefer you didn't go to show this off because I haven't done Limbo yet. But do you know how the gray skill changes the foreground in Limbo? How it affects the foreground?
How the gray skill? I actually usually have it on not gray.
So you don't know.
So I'm not sure. If you want me to not stream and test it and let you know, I don't know.
I can also like if they want to know really bad, I'm down to just close my eyes while you show it off before we end this here. I don't know how important it is to anyone or anything. Yeah, it's crazy shield generation.
Oh, Spectre B? Yeah.
Show. Okay, they want to see it. Is this something you can show quickly? Like,
It will take 2 minutes to fade to like go into it.
Okay. No spoilers.
Close your eyes.
Okay, I'll look at my phone. No spoilers.
I'll cast it right before the face so we can see both sides. yeah, it looks basically completely unchanged. So yeah, I'll leave now.
Okay. I'm not watching this stream on my phone, guys. God damn. It doesn't matter what I do. There's always, the accusations will never stop. They'll never stop. I don't even know if I'm going to blind prog that shit, dude. That's so far away and I have to find 5 people. You know what I mean? Who knows? This class is insane. This class is absolutely insane. Would you play anything else? Like main anything else? No?
Yeah. I swapped a couple of classes before I settled on CADENA, and no, I don't think I would keep playing Maplestory for as long as I have if it wasn't as fun as this class.
Yeah. Yep. Would you recommend it?
100%. It takes a little bit to learn, but it's so much fun.
Yeah. If you care, you can play it.
Yes.
Okay. We're back on the infinite loop. Okay. Well, that's all I got for you. That was a lot of information. This class is kind of crazy. Yeah, I am sold. I don't know if I'm gonna hyperburn one. Don't hate me. I don't know if I'm gonna hyperburn one like right now, but I think after this 5, 10, 15, I'm gonna maybe save up a little bit and like YOLO invest in one at like level 200 or like 220 or something and start playing it in like the lower bosses to just get used to it and see if it's something that I like. And then maybe by the time the next hyperburn comes around, I'll just full send it.
Yeah. Let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, of course.
Same for the chat.
It just looks so fun. And it doesn't change at all. So like, yeah.
It really is. Once you get to level 200, once you have access to the nodes, you have access to everything.
Yeah. Yeah, this class is crazy. This class is sick. Oh, yeah, I was going to say what enter do you play, but you play cooldown skip. We already went over that. Okay, well then that's it. I got no more questions. You are free to go. Thank you so much for taking the time, and thanks for like waiting and adjusting and figuring out the technical issues and yeah. And for coming prepared with the on-screen thing as well. Issues. Yeah, you're the GOAT. That was I know that was a lot, but thank you. Thank you for everything. Claps in the chat for Adri, guys. Claps in the chat. CADENA professional. W
All
Adri.
Right. Okay. You have a great rest of your stream.
Yes, thank you. I will let you go. You're the GOAT. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Take care.
Okay, bye. Guys, she's so nice. So helpful. So chill. So quiet. Damn, what a difference in those 2 interviews we had today, hey? Two really different classes, 2 really different personalities. Yeah, I just had to say it. We were all thinking it, guys. We were all thinking it. It's okay. Everybody's different. That class is, I'm going to say it. Fucking crazy. I really feel like that's something you just need to play to like figure out if it's going to be the class for you or not. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's fair to just like write it off because everyone else says it's too hard. Yes, it's a hard class. Yes, it's probably one of the hardest classes to pick up in the game, but that doesn't mean you can't just play it for fun. You don't have to main it. That doesn't mean you can't just play it for fun, or that you can get good enough at it by practicing. I'm glad that my friend Honed told me not to play it as my first class, because that would have been overwhelming as absolute shit. But I think now that I'm getting more comfortable with the game, and the movement and the mechanics and whatever, I think it's, if not now, it's getting really close to the time where I'm going to start my CADENA training arc. Because usually I like to at least try the hardest class in every game. I don't always end up maining it, but that's just who I am. I don't usually ever get to a point where I become like particularly great at it, but it's just who I am. I just like that shit. I'm a little crazy. And I'm getting old, so, you know, I maybe just don't have what it takes anymore, but I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be fun, okay? Anyway, YouTube, hope you enjoyed that one. I know you guys were waiting for that one. I know y'all were waiting. Let me know what you want to see next. We're at a point, I think, where I'm gonna start getting my editor to pump out the videos that are more requested sooner if we've already done the interview. So let me know what you guys want to see, and if I've done it, we'll maybe bump it up to the front of the queue, okay? Anyways, hope you learned a lot from that very detailed interview. Potential future new CADENA players. If you end up picking it up and you need help, ADRIH's almost always hanging around in my chat, so come on by. I can send you in a direction. I'm sure the CADENA Discord is also full of people who are willing to help. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have fun when you lock it in. I can't wait to lock mine in. I'm sold. I'm sold, and you should be too. All right. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.